it may be, you're beating yourself over the head for nothing basically, because you can still get an effective workout by having an extra day rest and fucking hitting it hard tomorrow. Alright guys, it's Jacob, Sunday Lifters. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be addressing whether or not it's productive advice for someone to give, to say, once you've got a plan for training, let's say you're going to the gym 3-4 times a week, once you've got that plan in place, the amount of days you go to the gym should always, it should always happen basically. So if you say you're going 3 times a week, you need to be at the gym 3 times a week, no matter how you feel, within reason. Obviously, if you're in fucking hospital or you've got a major illness or broken bones or whatever, you know what I mean. Like, you should be going to the gym within reason. The reason that comes about is obviously it's trying to be motivating. It's just trying to say, hey, if you feel a bit shit today, don't matter, get into the gym, do your training. It's kind of like, for people who train seriously, it's kind of like work. You have this thing in your head where you're like, it doesn't matter how I feel today, I need to get my training done. Like, missing a day is not really an option. In reality, it is an option. Do I think it's productive advice to say to somebody you should be in the gym every single day that you plan to, no matter what? Not really. It's circumstantial though, and we'll go over why. Before I do go into that though, guys, if you could drop this video a like, a comment, consider subscribing if you're not already. It does help the channel grow, and it's hugely appreciated. As far as I can tell, obviously there's a myriad of reasons people would say to you, go to the gym no matter what, get in there, get your shit done, blah blah blah, trying to motivate you. Obviously that's number one. Number two, and I agree with this absolutely, it's happened to me before, some people will say when you don't feel up to the gym, sometimes just getting into the building, in that atmosphere, seeing other people do it, getting into the sort of mindset, because you kind of have to. And if you've been to the gym repeatedly and had successful workouts, there is a mental element that when you walk through them doors, you sort of switch on, you're like ready, getting prepared for that mind muscle connection during your lifts, all that kind of stuff. Some people say, you might not feel like it, but you get in the gym and you have one of the best workouts you've had in ages. I do agree with that. That can be true. It can also not be true. But I've had some fantastic workouts when beforehand I would have thought, I'm not gonna be able to, sort of get my volume in today. I feel fatigued. I feel a little bit, I don't know, mentally worn down, whatever it may be. It can be, like I say, multiple different reasons. However, the antithesis to that is, today is a great example, right? I've been at work this morning all day. I had my gym gear so I could just go to the gym straight after work. All day, been looking forward to doing my leg day. Came to do it, and to be honest, just really found it hard today. Felt like my weights weren't where they should be. Really struggling. I did manage to get the volume I wanted out in the end, but it was a fucking struggle, believe me. And there's no reason for that. I didn't have a shit night's sleep last night. I didn't not eat enough. I was in a surplus yesterday. Reasonably good food. I always say, to be honest, my diet is always room for improvement. It's not terrible though. So yeah, and all these other things, I was feeling pretty healthy today, fine at work. Yeah, when I actually got into the gym, started doing my workout, just wasn't at the sort of physical and mental capacity I wanted to be. And I worked through it. I'm happy that I did, but realistically, did I get the best workout on my legs today? Probably not. You can look at it one of two ways. It's like, you can look at the amount of days you train as the determining factor of how much hypertrophy, muscle hypertrophy you get over, however long you train for, a year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever it may be. Or you can look at it as the quality of training that you get is the most important factor, not the quantity. And again, both of those things are kind of true at the same time, because at the end of the day, let's take it to the extremes, right? So you could have somebody who goes to the gym once a year and has the best full body workout they could possibly do. Everything's perfect. that was an effective training session. But because they're not going for another year, they're not going to get any results, obviously. The sort of opposite to that would be a person who goes to the gym 7 days a week, never takes a break, but they're always fatigued, they're always having crappy workouts, they're not, spending enough time under tension, they're not getting the volume right, any number of things. Doesn't just because they're turning up, that'll only work while they're a newbie and they can look at weights and grow muscle. After that period of time, just turning up isn't enough. So my point is, by using those examples, sometimes you're going to go to the gym and you're going to feel like you can't get the workload in. Maybe you can work through that workout and get a somewhat effective training session in. Happy days. Will it be as effective as a training session where you felt pumped, ready, you've got energy, your sleep was good? Probably not. So is it more productive in the long run to say, I'm not going to go to the gym today, I'm just going to rest, I'm going to eat well, I'm going to get another good night's sleep, and then tomorrow I'll do that session when I'm feeling fully back up to it? That is probably, in my opinion, the more effective way of doing things, because it's like, if I train my legs today like I have done, and I don't think I've got the best workout I possibly can, I'm not going to do legs again. I'm not going to wait 2 days and then do legs again. I'm going to do chest tomorrow. I'm going to do my back on what day are we on? Thursday. And then on Friday I'm going to do my legs again. I'm not going to go, oh, do you know what, my leg workout today wasn't that effective. I'll rest for 2 days and then I'll do my legs again, and then I'll go on to my pull day, my push day, other way around, whatever. I'm not going to do that. Not many people are going to do that because they want to crack on with the training. If you turn up to the gym and you're just not feeling up to it, but the reason you turned up to the gym that day is because you just thought, if I don't, then I'm slacking, I'm a failure, whatever it may be, you're beating yourself over the head for nothing, basically, because you can still get an effective workout by having an extra day rest and fucking hitting it hard tomorrow. So basically what I'm trying to say is the amount of times you go to the gym indicative of productive training? Not necessarily, because we've said, you could go to the gym every single day and do crap workouts and you're just wasting your time, basically. Alternatively, you could go to the gym once a year and work out like Ronnie Coleman, and that is also going to be a fucking waste of time because you're doing it once a year. Train as much as you feel like you can train. All you have to do is go online and listen to different fitness professionals talk about how much they train. They go in waves as well. It's like, sometimes when you feel motivated for the gym, capitalize. When you don't, get rest in, recover, go back to it when you're ready. There may be some parts of the year you're going to the gym 6 times a week. There may be some parts of the year you're only going 3 times a week. It's not, people will make you believe you've got to be consistent all the fucking time, and realistically you haven't. You've just got to be consistent most of the time. Obviously we've been over before that according to studies, the best possible sort of training regime is one way hitting every muscle group on your body twice a week and still doing effective training. But if you're somebody who needs to rest every other day to get effective workouts, then just forcing let's just say 6 days at the gym to do push pull legs with a rest day in between is not going to be productive if you need more rest than that. What is going to be more productive is just doing push, rest, pull, rest, legs, rest, and doing that, like I say, as consistently as you can. Because if those 3 workouts are really productive workouts, as opposed to going 6 times and not feeling up to it, it's just a no-brainer. Anyway, I feel like I'm repeating myself now. I'll shut up about this. Basically, train to your standard, to how you feel up to it. Don't feel like, you've got to go to the gym every day no matter what you feel like. You'll learn about yourself and how you train, and you'll start to spot signs beforehand of whether or not you're going to have an effective training session. I can tell with 95% accuracy now when I'm going to have a good workout and when I'm not, before I even get through the door of the gym. And it's just because I've been doing it long enough and consistently enough now that I know what I feel like up here and how my body feels when it's not, up to scratch and it's not going to perform like I know it can. That takes time though. It's taken me a while to get to that point, and it might take you a while as well. But if it's any consolation to you, I've been training pretty seriously now for about 2.5, 3 years, and I would say it's only this year, probably past 6 months, that I've got to the point where I feel like I know my body very well, to the point where I can predict whether or not I'm going to have a good workout. It's taken me a long time, even to the point where back end of last year, I was having so many, ineffective workouts, but not even realising it until this year, when I sort of, like I say, feel more knowledgeable in judging my own potential in terms of a workout. That's all I'm going to say on this anyway, guys. Hopefully you found this video useful. Sorry for waffling on. If you could drop this a like, a comment and subscribe if you're not already, it's hugely appreciated. It helps the channel grow. You can follow me on all my socials. It's at Sunday Lifters on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. And you can email me at sundaylifters@gmail.com for workout plans and coaching. Cheers again for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you back here again very